Oh, there she go. Oh, there she go. Oh, there she go. Ole, ole, ole. Declan. Boca. Yasak. Ole, ole, ole. Kaiha. Vetso. Let's go. Oh. Saliba is a goner. La la la. La la la. Gabi is a goner. Raya is a goner. La la la. Hey. Hey. Arsenal fans, this is your recap show, baby. You have shown me grits. You have shown fighting spirit. Let it continue. Eh la la la. Eh la 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 la. Woo. There's only one God that resist. Leo, Leo, one Leo Twosa. There's only one Leo Twas. Even though you were lazy, we're still gonna sing for you, Martin. One more in LA. David Raya at the back between the posts. We disagree, but I gotta give you a praise ball. Let's go. Atata even you eyeball. Venga, bang. Bang, old school, let's go. One, whoop, side the head. West Ham, you side the head. Got hammered. One, oh, side the head. Oh, side the head for disrespecting Declan Rice. Why'd you do that for him? Oh. Oh, Declan. Oh. He came from West Ham. He fed them a full ham. Let's go. Allah. Oh. Let's go. And there's a one. Dennis Berger. He come from Ajax. He come from Inter. Iceman playing for the Arsenal. There's all la la. We love Dennis Berger. Ah la la. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chimney. Love Silvino. We love Silvino. To all my old school gunners, I'm seeing signs of positivity. Here it is. Hey, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chimney road. West Ham you road. What the? You disrespected Declan Rice. Chim chimney, chim chimney. He was one of you 12 years. Now disrespect Deck like that one up. Hey, 6-0, baby. 6. Hey. Whoa. King. Whoa. He came. Hey. Shout out to Ian Wright. Hey. He loved to dance. He come from France. Thierry Henry. Whoa. Let's go, lads. Respect to all the guys. Let's get serious. Woo. Hey. Woo. Let's make new history, guys. Thierry Henry. Hey. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Did I just say it too fast? Ladies and gentlemen, lads and gents, it's your last recap of the year for 2002-2024. Like I promised you guys, I gave you guys the last preview last weekend, and then we're gonna close shop and shut it down. Guys, respect. Before I get to the football edition, I'll keep it quick today. Let's do the recap for the FOOTY sessions from Europe first, and then I'm gonna close with football, or American football, that is. Ligue 1, Kylian Mbappe, he did not score this weekend for Paris Saint-Germain, but you guys did well. 3-1 to Paris Saint-Germain over Lille. Gonzalo Ramos from Portugal, respect to the sniping striker. I believe now he's Portugal's #1 man up front. And I remember when Portugal had the likes of Ricardo Simao, Quaresma, and Nuno Gomes. And this kid now in 2024, after 14 years, Portugal have found their hitman and Gonzalo Ramos. You know the signature when he scored the goal, he pulled out the thing like the old Cowboys, like number 9 for Paris Saint-Germain, and he will be the one to lead the cavalry for Paris once Mr. Kylian Mbappe finalizes his move to Real Madrid, and then he will be joined by his Portuguese cousin from AC Milan, Rafael Leao. It is official, folks. Rafael Leao will be heading to Paris Saint-Germain after this year is done with AC Milan to join his countryman from Portugal, Gonzalo Ramos, and Paris Saint-Germain to replace Kylian Mbappe again, who will be going to Real Madrid. Allah. And then the goals were scored by Ramos, Muno, and then there was an own goal against Lille. And congratulations to you guys. And let me see if it was Lille. Let me get the team right for you guys because I was too excited this weekend with the Super Bowl situation. Let's confirm again. Let's make sure it was Lille indeed. Paris smoked. And I believe the game was on Friday. Let me review. It was Lille indeed. 3-1, and Yazici was the goal scorer for Lille in the 6th minute, but Paris Saint-Germain was too much for them to bear. So unfortunately, they succumbed to the pressure within 90 minutes. And then the most important scoreline for me from Ligue 1 this weekend was RX Gunner Alexandre Lacazette, who salvaged his team, who were 16th in the Ligue 1, now who climbed to 13th position. When an ex-Arsenal player do well in other leagues, I give him respect. We'll get to the man of the weekend from overseas, the ex-Gunner himself. So Lyon beat Montpellier, Olivier Giroud's ex-team, 2-1 to climb from 16th from a relegation spot. Don't forget, in France, they don't have 20 teams like in England. They only have 19 or 18 teams in the league. So escape the fire that Lyon did. Once upon a time, my favorite team in France, even though now I support Marseille first, and I still respect Lyonnais, but Lyonnais respect to Lacazette. Alexandre Lacazette, that's Arsenal's number 9. You know the rest of the song, let's not go there. It's dirty, I don't want to say it here. And then transitioning from France to Germany. Granit Xhaka. Prior to the game against West Ham United, I was praising your name for Saturday because why I was mad, because I think that we still made a mistake, but by the grace of the football god, I believe that this mistake is now corrected by Arsenal, even though it cost us £117 million to fix the mistake that was made. The job is not done yet because why? I still need somebody like Zubimendi to put next to Declan Rice, this sensational player, this kid here. Granit Xhaka, your departure has been, well, the situation has been rectified and salvaged. But if Arsenal fail to win the league, because now we are 30% to win it, Manchester City is still the favorite at 40%. Me and Liverpool are neck and neck fighting for the second place or to win the league. Again, Arsenal, we are still third. Let's not get over ourselves as, oh, we are finally coming back to life prior to last March and May's debacle. So let's just keep our head down and do our business. And I want every team in our path to be dealt with according to the laws and the principle of what the Arsenal once were. And you know what I mean. The name, the Gunners, MGK Machine Gun Kelly style. You know who you were in the past, and I see that you start to live to that reputation again. But before we get to the Premier League, let's finish with the Bundesliga out of respect. Borussia Dortmund was in action. For those of you who are not paying attention to BVB, respect to the Dutch sensational Jeremy Malen, who has also been linked with Manchester United, but he might get the move done in the summer. Respect to the Dutchman, 5-star performance, 2 goals, 1 assist. And Marcus Royce, he did set you up on the plate and you kind of made a boo-boo there. But let's just that be bygone, because Dortmund beat Freiburg sensationally, 3-0 game over. And then the big one, the main event that we all were watching prior to the West Ham versus Arsenal game, folks, It was Leverkusen versus FC Hollywood Bayern Munich, the Die Meister, the record breaker in English, as they call him in Germany. And Granit Xhaka, again, what a player we lost at Arsenal. I forever miss you, and yeah, because I wish you were the captain, but we never get our wish at this football club since you know who owns it, and yeah, so it's something that we're gonna get over and move on. But when it come to me, I'm one of your personal. Well, I used to watch you every day on FIFA. You were my first guy on the sheet when I'm putting my first 11, because what was Arsenal prior to Declan Rice's arrival without Granit Xhaka on the pitch? That's how much I love this guy, bro, because he had character. Whether it was positivity going on or negativity, he kept his head high. With the exception of when he dropped the captaincy. Come on, guys. You know, like, human beings have capacity of being insulted, and you guys went there, especially the son. Y'all went there and y'all cost him his captaincy, and he left the club, and the way he did, I didn't like it. But Granit Xhaka, finally, you about to collect your very first Major League trophy out of the top 5 leagues, man. To the entire Bayer Leverkusen, to Mr. Jeremy Frimpong, another gem from the Netherlands, delivered. And for those of you who watched that game last Saturday, I highly suggest you watch the highlight again. Bayern Munich, folks, with their first 11 team on the pitch. I have never seen Bayern get beat up like this in a title charge. Again, I've been watching the Bundesliga since the old days. I've been watching the Bundesliga. I've been watching the Bundesliga since 2002, and I've never seen them get slapped like this. Tottenham, you will always be whipped and set an example of, and made an example of your players, especially. Lord Harry Kane, right? You will be replaced soon by Declan Rice as the captain of England. It will happen soon by Southgate, but preferably, I would like it to be done after the Euros. Me, I don't watch international soccer no more. I don't have no interest in it. But even Ivory Coast were playing yesterday. I can't lie to you guys. A game where I'm supposed to watch, my focus was on the Super Bowl. Because why? I made a vow not to ever watch international games again after what happened to the World Cup thing from a year ago. And I kept my promise, even though it was my grandfather's team playing against the mighty Nigerians. I did not have to watch it. Why? I just give him, I wished him luck in the morning. I said, beat the Nigerians, become African crown champion, and that's it. And it happened. Did I watch it? I have not watched the highlights yet, because I made a promise to myself, and I have to keep it that way. But when it comes to the England national team, Harry Kane, look here, TikTok. Declan Rice will become the captain. Remember, mark the time of when I said this today. Wherever you are right now all over the globe, if you're an Arsenal fan or an England fan, me, I don't watch international soccer anymore. I only focus on club football, and that's that. Point bar. But mark my word on when I said this today, Declan Rice will become England captain in 2 years. I repeat, it will take 2 years for Declan Rice to become the English national team captain. And Arsenal Football Club, I suggest that you guys make him the captain in the summer. The same way you guys had the gall and the nerve to strip Granit Xhaka of his captaincy, y'all can do the same for Martin Odegaard. And I'm done talking. Declan Rice showed character yesterday, and this kid here, we'll get to that later on before I close this thing. But congratulations to Palacios, Grimaldo, the Portuguese Spaniard for Bayer Leverkusen. What a goal. But when you come to Bayer Leverkusen, let's not focus on the goal scorers, folks. Let's focus on the genius, the maestro, the future Deutschland captain, and Florian Wirtz, who have not just replaced not just Mesut Ozil, he have replaced Toni Kroos as well. 2 for 1. This kid, I've been warning you since September that Florian Wirtz is the one to replace Mesut Ozil with the big eye. I'm always surprised. This kid here is a machine at 21 years old. There is something about the German national team. Since the Lothar Matthäus days, since the Miroslav Klose days, these guys just breed, they bred playmakers like no other teams. The only teams in international football that does this is the great mighty Brazil, Argentina, the Netherlands, the playmakers, players who can decide a football game just like that. I think that he will sign with Bayern Munich soon. If not, a team from England will pick him up. I would prefer if he come to England for him to go to a team like Liverpool. I hear a rumor that Manchester United want to buy him. That would be dope if they buy him to replace Nuno, the captain. But we'll see. But Bayer Leverkusen now, folks, crown champion. Once again, Arsenal stuck it to Tottenham. 3-0. Harry Kane, wah, you get no trophy this year. It goes to Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. Let's go. Come on, Granit, respect to you. And now let's move to La Liga Espania, where Real Madrid has been crowned champion. It's not done yet. We still got too much to go, but now with Granada being spanked 4-0, Vinicius, 1 goal. Judey, Bellingham, they won it, folks. What's the celebration? What's the celebration we do when Jude Bellingham nail him again? What's that? He just pulled up like this. Everyone. I'm here, you're right, with the double, bro. Jude Bellingham, 2 goals. Stuff it to the second team in place called Granada. They brought the grenade to the Bernabeu, but you know, as they say, if you're not properly drilled, pause at the garrisons, holding a grenade in your hand might be the worst thing you do in your life, because why? It will blow up in your face. Granada or Girona, whichever one, who wanted to challenge Real Madrid for La Liga. Here is lesson number 1. Never pissed off Real Madrid on the title charge, because why? With the likes of Jude Bellingham, we will make you pay. And with that make you pay at the Bernabeu this weekend. 4-0 Barcelona, Vinicius, 1 goal. What a celebration. And Jude Bellingham, you know the drill. And then Rodrygo, cancel that, son. They're behind us now at 5 points. Real Madrid on top, ahead of the enemy Barcelona, who could not do their bids. They drew Granada 3-3. That Granada was successful as the underdog against Barcelona, and Catalonia as they drew them 3-3. Put an end to this title nonsense. I got my vengeance. You are 11 points behind me. Even if you revive that dwarf named Lionel Messi, you would still not cut up to what we've been doing this year in La Liga Espania. Oh, the dwarf came for hormone growth in Espania. He could not win La Liga. He had to take Ronaldinho to help him win it back in the day in 2005 and 6. And Samuel Eto'o. Oops, Carles Puyol, Xavi, and Iniesta. Jude Bellingham came to Spain on his very first season. Folks, I don't have to tell you how special Jude Bellingham is. We'll let the statistics speak for itself. His very first season in La Liga, he's crowned champion over the dwarf. How sweet it is. We don't have to... Look here, England, you have a decision to make when you come to your captains. Either Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham, because this kid here is ridiculously good. Choose one. Either way, you are in the driving seat. You have 2 superstars in your hand. You actually have 3. Actually, you have 5. You have Declan Rice, Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Marcus Rashford is 25 years old, Phil Foden, and then I'll put Marcus Rashford as the spear striker. Protect them, please. Because why? These guys are diamonds. Remember you had that generation with Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard and David Beckham, who delivered 0 trophies. Again, like I will tell you guys, I don't watch international soccer. But my advice to you guys is protect these diamond players of yours, because these guys can deliver. And Barcelona, let's finish with that. And let's move on to Il Calcio, the second best league in the world. Well, in my point of view, because that's what I grew up watching before the Premier League. Il Calcio, aka Il Serie A, Il Divino. Results. AC Milan beat my Napoli. I'm not upset, because why? I expected Napoli to shock you guys at the San Siro, and once again Napoli, we have failed. +1, we lost 1-0 to AC Milan. AC Milan now is gunning for second place, 52 points behind Juventus, who lost today in a shocking result against Udinese, 1-0 at the Dele Alpi Jr., La Vecchia Signora, lost again. Title's done. Inter Milan, congratulations. Ole, 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 ole. Inter and Lautaro Martinez, respect. The mother of all comebacks. If you guys were watching the derby, Roma was supposed to beat Inter Milan in the first half. It was 2-0. El Shaarawy scored the second goal. The sensational post-to-post. I thought the game was over. I thought Roma beat Inter Milan until the second half struck. Lautaro Martinez did not score in the game. But you know what they say. I told you guys, Inter Milan is in the top 5 best team in the world. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, who failed. Inter Milan, Manchester City, Liverpool. These guys have this certain mystique about them to deliver when it matters. I want Arsenal to get into that mindset in every single game. Just because you're down 1-0 doesn't mean you have to give up. In the second half, they evoke what they call the fifth gear. You see, this is where God mode is activated. That means it's whoop-ass season. And 4-2, Inter Milan came back and won this game. As they say in Italia, ay Dio mio, mamma mia, what a result. I have seen Inter Milan win games, but not like this. This was something else. And congratulations to the campione, ole, ole, ole. Because why? Juventus is behind them now, 7 points. There is no threat. The title is done. AC Milan is behind them by 8 points. It is done. Finito. Bene, bene. Bravo Internazionale. Campione. Campione. Campiana. Ole, ole, ole. And we are done with Il Calcio. Now, folks, on to the Premier League. Numero uno. The best league in the world by my standard. Again, my point of view. You might follow other leagues, but me, I would say this is because don't forget my second favorite team, or vice versa. However I want to flip it. They are both my team, Real Madrid. Now Real Madrid already delivered. Now Arsenal, it's your turn to be champion. I want you to push, even if you don't win the league. I want you to push all the way to the finish line. I want you to give Manchester City the challenge of their life, unlike last year. But let's not begin with the main event. Let's save that. Let's begin with Brentford, guys. Remember I told you that Brentford was going to beat Wolverhampton? Didn't I say it? Did I not say that Brentford was going to beat Wolverhampton? If you guys look at my last YouTube or my last Vimeo or my last Dailymotion thing, did I not say it? And I told you that Ivan Toney would score in that game the very last goal. Did I not say it? Don't believe me. Go look at the highlights. Brentford scored the first goal, and in the 84th minute, guess who? Arsenal future striker, the man himself, Ivan Toney. Ba-bang. Nailed Wolverhampton with a silver bullet. You are Wolves, right? And when he said full moon, folks, I start by all them vampire movies that we watch, from Blade to Underworld. Whether it's Blade or Selene, or Van Helsing, how do you put a wolf down after a full moon? With a silver bullet. And Ivan Toney had one in his right foot. Bang! Nailed him to a coffin. And he's done. You got bit this time, he's done. And then the shocking result. This one, I did not like this one because I like Luton. And Sheffield United pulled an upset victory. Shocking result. I did not want that one to happen, but they got the result. Congratulations to Sheffield United. What's yours is yours. I can't take it from you. And Luton got shot by the Blades. Aya! Like a ninja on some sneaky shh. Alright. And then we had Manchester City beating Everton. Haaland is back, folks. Arsenal and Liverpool. I'm issuing a warning to both of you. If you guys are really going to challenge Manchester City, the reigning defending champion of the world, you guys will have to push. Either you win the league, Arsenal win the league, I'll be jumping. Enjoy, because why? you will match your big brother Real Madrid to collect that trophy. And if Liverpool win it out of respect, I told you about them again in the beginning of the season. Liverpool is still, even though we tied neck and neck 30%, 30%, Liverpool is still the team that is to challenge Manchester City on the psychological side of the game to win the league. But Arsenal, now we tie with you neck and neck. Let's give City a push because that cyborg is back at the Etihad. And you know his name. Erling Haaland is back. And on his first game with Kevin De Bruyne, because he's the beating heart of the Manchester City, it's all about Kevin De Bruyne. Without him, I don't feel Manchester City. But he's back and he scored his brace. And the second goal, that was some bully situation. One-on-one with the defender with that through pass by Kevin De Bruyne. And what Haaland did to that guy at, I think it was Keane at the back, the last guy who was supposed to guard Haaland. It's not your fault. You are facing a cyborg and you know how this machine operates. And it takes more than one human being to stop this freak of nature. And he lived up to his name. And then we had Liverpool. Congratulations, Liverpool. Bounce back psychologically. That's what the big dogs do. Top 5 for a reason. I say 5 for a reason. And without Mohamed Salah, Diego Jota again. And then Diaz from Colombia, respect. Even though you almost got hurt on that goal, be careful, man. If you're gonna score a goal like this, make sure you watch your hips. You almost bust his hips against the goalpost. And great goal by you. And then, of course, the man of the hour, Núñez. What a header. The angle of when he put the ball behind the net, folks. This is why these guys cost over £105 million as strikers. To Ivan Toney, Arsenal, look here, you will ditch the money for Ivan Toney. I don't care what Brentford asks, whether it's 80 million or 120 million pounds. Now, if it's over that fee, you may have to look at Lautaro Martinez because he's asking only for 112. Spend the money on Ivan Toney, please. Por favor. Cronky, please. Spend the money to buy Ivan Toney. And the scoreline was 3-1 for Liverpool. Respect again. You guys showed nerves and came back. And I would like to dedicate this victory not to the people that we all know at Liverpool. One player who caught my eyes, Jonathan Kwanzaa. That's the name of the young defender. Jonathan Kwanzaa, Liverpool fans, this kid and Connor Bradley is the future to your team defensively. Him, Konate, Van Dijk is looking for his way out. He may end up at Barcelona or Real Madrid, but remember that name at Liverpool. Jonathan Kwanzaa. I don't know who you are, but I'm pleased by our performance. This kid is good. Liverpool, keep a hold to this guy. Respect. And then for the co-main event, I told you guys that Manchester United was the heavy underdog at this one to go to Aston Villa and collect the 3 puntos. Didn't I say this? Rasmus Højlund, yes, the Dane sensation. Put some respect on his name. And I know some people of mine who I respect dearly, who are Manchester United fans, who refuse to give this kid his fair share of respect. I am not a Manchester United fan. No, I'll never be. But I have respect for the Red Machine. We used to compete against one another back in the day for trophies. For who's going to collect most trophies, you and I. I understand that you guys can criticize your team, but the thing is, make sure you do it to a certain extent where you still respect your club when they please you no matter what. Don't just do it when, what this kid named Maino, who had this performance against Wolverhampton, don't be biased. Don't bring negativity always. It's your club. I'm not telling you what to do. You can continue to be disrespectful to your club and respect to the lad. You know who I'm talking to. And it's I respect the gentleman dearly, but the thing is, you have to appreciate it when the team make you happy. Me, last year, I know where I was. If I'm celebrating Arsenal beating West Ham United, I know where I came from last year mentally. We came from the pit of despair. Arsenal was disrespected by the world, and they deserve that disrespect because you failed to deliver a title after leading the league for 8 months. Manchester United, this young crop of youngsters here, we may be rivals. We will never see eye to eye. But guess what? I have respect for what you guys have done over the last 6 games. You collected 6 victories back to back to back. And against all other Aston Villa, don't forget, people were waiting for Aston Villa to fight back after they were defeated by Chelsea FC. United show big game character. Rasmus Højlund, put some respect on this kid's name as your future striker at 21 years old. I think now you understand the physicality of this league and the pace of it. And United, all you gotta do is just buy a big name striker and put it next to him. You will see the result. He remind me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who came from Norway, if I'm not mistaken. And if you put a big name next to him like Ruud van Nistelrooy or Wayne Rooney, this kid here is your future. And then for the match winner himself, the Caledonian sensation, William Wallace Jr., Scott McTominay came from the bench. You know this guy, he don't mess around. As he was already pissed off, they left him on the bench. As soon as he touched the ground, but within 2 minutes, he won the game for you guys. I don't know why your manager disrespect this guy. I know a lot of your fans, people who follow Manchester United don't give this guy his ratings since Paul Pogba left. Don't forget, I told you guys he trained with Paul Pogba. He know the dirty tricks. He know when to be in the box, when to make the late run like Gerrard and Frank Lampard used to do. Even though he's not English, but he played just like Frank Lampard. And that late arrival in the box when the defender's not paying attention. Hit them all you want. But who salvaged you guys yesterday against Aston Villa? Him. He won the game for you guys. So put some respect on these young guys' name. And Marcus Rashford, respect to you as well. Big up. What a performance. He did not score a goal, but I saw a performance. Kudos to Marcus Rashford. Respect to Marcus Rashford all day. To your entire team. You may be my enemy, but respect to you guys for collecting 6 victories back to back. And still some of your friends are moaning. I don't get it. And then for the main event, folks, let's get to that. I witnessed a disrespect yesterday on Sunday morning. Declan Rice got disrespected by 90 to 85% of the West Ham base. No wonder you left the stadium at halftime when Arsenal was whooping your ass 4-0 by 45 minutes. This kid gave his life to you guys. Well, a footballer cannot give his life to you because we need him to play to entertain us. He came to your academy at the age of 11 or 12 years old. He became your captain when he was 16 and a half or 17, right? He spent 12 years or and a half at your club. Now, if he was an outsider, I understand he have an Irish, English heritage like background like Jack Grealish, right? What was that? Where was the class to show your prodigal son? Normally when a player leave your academy, when he come back to the club, I'm supposed to see this. You clap for him, you show him the respect because he was one of yours as your captain for 12 years. I mean, as your player for 12 years, captain for 7 years. When Arsenal fans booed Granit Xhaka 3 years ago when he lost his captaincy, I was like, whoa. But I did not expect to see history repeat itself yesterday. And it did in a negative way. Arsenal won the game. Goal scorers were, in that order, William Saliba, assisted by guess who, folks? Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka's second goal. Alphonse Areola tripped him. It could have been a red card, but it was a penalty. Bukayo Saka rectified the mistake he made last year at the same ground. Congratulations to Bukayo Saka. And then he scored his second goal later on. Gabriel Magalhaes. My player of the season at the back. Soon, I believe that you should be Brazil's captain, or you should be named in the trio to be Brazil's captain. Respect. Respect to Leandro Trossard, the man with the goggles. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Those who were booing Declan Rice, where they at? And then, folks, the man of the hour. The man, the whole narrative. Before I give Declan Rice his praise, I want to give respect to all my Arsenal players, especially the 16-year-old kid, Nwani, the young English-Nigerian sensation who made his debut. Folks, he's only 16 years old. You know how Arsenal, they just keep breathing. Respect to you, young man. I would like to give respect to the following players in that order. Benedict Pope Benoit says, hey, Benedict the 16th. Ben White. Respect to Tomiyasu, who came back. He was injured prior to the game. We did not want to take any chances with him. Salute and konnichiwa to Tomiyasu. Respect to Jakub Kiwior, the Polish sensation. 90 minutes of pure defensive football at the left back position. This young man delivered at halftime against Liverpool last weekend. I thought it was a fluke until he did what he did against West Ham United. He shut it down. Mohamed Kudus could not do diddly squat. Like Ned Flanders would say on the segment, no diddly. On the right hand side, you were shut down by Jakub Kiwior. Respect to Mr. Kiwior. I don't know how to say respect to you in Polish, but respect my G. And then in the midfield, respect to Martin Odegaard, captain, even though I want Declan Rice to become the captain, but respect, you did your job as captain and led the team at 25 years old. Respect to, well, this guy here, Martinelli, you missed 2 since actually 3. Kai Havertz set you up. And you missed 3 goals. You did your job, but respect to Martinelli the same. I gotta give respect to all my players. But the big respect go to the guy. I've been disappointed by this guy because why? I thought I was gonna get the Kai Havertz from Chelsea in the second half of the season. Yes, I'm ashamed, but I have to give the guy his fair share of praise. Kai Havertz, 2 games in a row. Not the Kai Havertz from Chelsea. The Kai Havertz who grew up at Bayer Leverkusen, the donkey guy, the hard-working player, bro. This guy did his duty for Arsenal Football Club. Long may your performance continue. Thank you, Kai Havertz. 8 out of 10 performance again yesterday. And it's not your fault if you set other players up to score. I can proudly say that Arsenal have finally replaced Olivier Giroud, that tall striker, that physical striker who can block. He's not going to score. As long as you give me 15 to 20 goals a season, I don't care, bro. Just do your job. Ivan Toney, that will be his responsibility when it comes to the football club. Or if we get lucky to sign Martinez to score 30 goals and plus. But you, just do what you do. Be boring up front. Frustrate the defenders. Hold them. Frustrate them. Annoy them. As long as you score 15 goals a year, I'm satisfied. 20 goals, I'm satisfied. You do your duty and respect. But let's get to the kid before I close the soccer portion of this. Declan Rice. The media was waiting for Arsenal to choke, as we always do, like we did last year. Duh. It's been the tradition for the last 20 years now, haven't it? Win a big game against a big team and then choke. Declan Rice delivered a 10, I repeat, a 10 out of 10 performance. Folks, now I see why Chelsea, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich wanted to buy this guy. Declan Rice, I did not even know this guy was an Arsenal fan. I thought it was just because, you know how players do. They'll sign the contract, get the big money, and then kiss the badge, and then fool all of us like, the usual crap. Oh, I love the club. It was always on my list. This kid really loved Arsenal Football Club. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a prank. You have shown your loyalty to this football club. Welcome to Arsenal. I've been saying it since the Liverpool game, but now the marriage is complete. The honeymoon is over. What you did with that 3rd goal was the statement that you are Arsenal future captain and you have arrived. Folks, 2 assists, 1 goal, dial up from long distance. I don't even know the area code he pulled that one from because it was not from London, but he pulled this one from Newcastle United from the Highlands. And now, West Ham United. Come on, you him, bust your bubbles. You forever busting bubble. He bust your bubbles open, yes. This is the price you pay for your disrespect. One of yours. West Ham fan, I always support you guys. And I will not disrespect you guys, but I will keep an eye like, Alright, that's how it is, huh? Okay. Declan Rice, the class you showed to that crowd is why you will become Arsenal captain. You should be captain already, even though now you are the sub-captain after Odegaard. But in the summer, I hope that the powers to be, the brass, as we call them at Arsenal, make the right decision to hand you the captaincy. And Odegaard, please, you'll understand why this is necessary. And young man, chin up. I saw you shed some tears. You did not have to cry for this one. They were the one who did not have class. And you showed them class in abundance yesterday. And with that being said, folks, this conclude my football report. Me, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy my football for the rest of the season. And hopefully, and I don't believe in that word, but I'll have to say it since I'm neck and neck with Liverpool. I do wish Arsenal good luck. I will be watching the games now, quietly, and taking notes. Please, do something special. Because now you got a proper captain in your midfield. And make sure you guys sign Zubimendi before Bayern Munich and Liverpool snatch him from your jaw, okay? Just spend the money. 70 million, seal the Zubimendi deal, so that way you can put him next to Declan Rice to replace Jorginho in the summer. Gunners and Gunnerettes, respect. Now, folks, before I close, stay tuned. I will pull up your Super Bowl report.